going on, friends? It's Anton Daniels, and I gotta have a conversation with you guys about Teach Henley because you see how the sun is hitting me. This is no finesse, no makeup, no filters, no none of that. This is 100% Teach Henley. I use it in the morning as soon as I get up, right after I pray and brush my teeth, jump in the shower, and I'm hitting the streets because you never get a second chance to make a first impression. So even though they're giving you 40% off your first order, 20% off for life, even though you may get a free gift, forget all that, right? Because we would do this even if it was full price because it's worth that much. I'm in the streets, I'm kicking it with people and I see Dusties everywhere. You don't want to be them. You want to separate yourself. And the way that you separate yourself is self-care. Ladies get it for the fellas. Fellas don't wait for the ladies to get it for you. I'm about to hit the streets right now and I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling great. I mean, I already got confidence, but to have that extra boost of confidence, knowing that you've taken care of yourself and you set yourself apart from all of the rest of the sheep that's walking around making bad decisions on a daily basis. And it's reflected in their actions. It's reflected in the products that they use. It's reflected in the people that they follow. And so if you're trying to level up, if you're trying to make sure that you look good, they're going to send you the pack. They're going to give you all of the instructions on how you're supposed to use it. Then make sure you get your Teach Henley. Again, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. Get your free gift. Make sure you tap in with your boy Anton Daniels because Unc is never going to lead you wrong. I would never have you use a product that I don't use myself. Again, they've been rocking with me for a long time. Make sure you get your Teach Henley. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you guys later. What's going on? It's Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate y'all for continuing to rock with us. Thank y'all for tuning in for another edition of Frame Fights. I'm your host along with my friend Slimmy and Miss Sanchez. What's going on, y'all?
Hey.
What's poppin'?
Terrence in the chat said to not have seen Game of Thrones yet should be a criminal offense. I haven't watched it.
Me either.
That's why he's talking about. He's talking about you.
How you talk about me? I ain't even saying nothing about it.
Because Space's super chat is about you not seeing Game of Thrones. Damn, what happened? That's crazy.
It still look bad. Hold on, Slimmy.
Oh yeah, look.
That's bad.
What's up, y'all?
My bad.
QB, what's happening? Oh yeah. Cavs got their ass beat. You on mute, AD?
That's gonna be.
I'm on mute.
Yep, you on mute, bro. I can't hear you.
He's not on mute. I heard him. I'm trying to clean.
You heard him?
Yeah, he said.
Oh, that mean my phone acting up. That mean my phone acting up.
All right, is that me? Am I good now?
Yeah, I hear you now.
All right, okay. That was my bad. I had to turn something off. Yeah, what up, y'all? How y'all feeling today? I appreciate y'all. My Space says, well, hold on. Let me go through them in order. Shout out to Kais. Kais, shout out to you for holding me down.
Kais.
Started Sunday off crazy.
Kais always holding us down. Shout out to Kais. What up? What up? What up? What up? Thank you for the 50 balls. Salute to you, bro. What is it? Is it dark outside where y'all at?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's already
like it's dark
down.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Been dark. That's why you ain't hear. Yeah, I was like, that sun beaming.
Look at this shit is different over here.
Ooh,
like it's different.
Beaming.
Like,
I seen that shit.
Woo-wee. That shit, bro.
Wow. Let me book my ticket.
Like it's like it's bright, like early morning suntime bright, bro.
I love that. Shout
out to Kais, bro. I appreciate you.
Yeah,
Spacer says, for the record, Slimmy, after all these movies y'all have watched, Anton could have made it about 3 seasons of Game of Thrones. Just saying. Is Game of Thrones really that good?
Yes, man. Yes, it's elite. It's elite, man. It's elite. It's elite.
Well, yesterday I was movieing it up yesterday, so. The Right Path Good says maybe a Bruce Willis Sunday soon. Blessings panel. Shout out to the Right Path Good. Eric Harris says check on AD Miami. Listen, we was already having this conversation before we even went live. So.
Cavs lost too. I don't feel bad.
Yeah, I'm about to go into my cave. When I get back home, bro, I'm chilling. You know what? I think that, and shout out to Eric Harris, shout out to everybody that support the chat. Before we get into the show, thank y'all. I think that you spend less money in the summertime than you do in the wintertime.
Not me.
And the reason I say that is because I do. Because it's just more natural, regular outdoor activities that don't cost money. You know what I'm saying? Like in the wintertime, you got to go out. When you go out, you got to spend money to do shit. In the summertime, you could just be you could be cruising in your car.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Just hanging out at, it's always going to be a different spot or something that's happening, a barbecue or something like that. I don't spend a lot of money in the summertime like I do in the wintertime.
You know what? That's now that I think about it, it's probably because of the views. You just out there just kicking it in the sun most times.
Yeah. Because like even in Vegas, like you go out to do stuff. You go out to do stuff in Vegas, but like in the summertime or the spring, fall is probably the best time to visit Vegas because the weather ain't as extreme. In the summertime, it can get like 110 and shit like that. But a lot of people just be hanging out at the pool.
I love a good pool party when I go there.
A lot of people just be chilling at the pool, bro.
Slim me, change your mind.
No, I just thought about something because I do literally go out and I'll just go sit at the lake and take pictures.
Yep.
I'll be going like to the different spots to take pictures, and I'm not spending no money. I might go get like some $10 fries and have me a drink, like some water.
Yep.
But I ain't out there. I'm not really at like the bars and stuff. I'm outside, like literally capturing nature.
And hey, girl.
Hey, Miss KP, what's happening?
I'm in Vegas. Self-made forever. Yeah, me too. Like I'll be at the river walk. You know what I'm saying? I'll hit festivals. You don't spend a whole lot of money once you spend the money to get in, but like even in sporting events, like I was telling you, I like to go to baseball games, not for the games, but because it's like right after my life. Yeah, I can go at like a 5 o'clock baseball game, 5 p.m. game, and it'd be done by 8. You know what I'm saying? And it would be fireworks afterwards, and you still got the rest of your night. I can go to a baseball game at like 2 p.m., 1:50 p.m., and it don't cost me but $19 or something to get in or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Whereas you go into a Pistons game, shit, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's not the same. Like, but that's a wintertime activity. And so I think that when it's warm outside, you don't spend as much money, bro. Like I can go and get my car clean, get my car detailed, throw some Armor All on the tires, and be chilling for the whole day. I go over somebody's house. I go over somebody's house, and you know what I'm saying? We just be kicking it. Yeah. Summertime activity. Out on the deck or something, just slow motion, bro. I don't spend a lot of money in the summertime.
Yeah, I might be wrong about what I thought about that because I'm thinking like, I'm always outside, but I'm literally outside though, like not caught up in somebody's spot. It's just like always outside, like we doing regular shit. We not spending no money. Like maybe somebody might go get a bottle. I don't even really do that shit.
Yeah, but the bottles is cheaper.
Yeah, that's $20. $30. Yeah, it's $30. Like you're not spending $150 like you would at the club. Bottle service $150. You done got some people. They go get sections. I don't do that, but they just spent $300.
I don't get sections when I go out.
No, I can't do that.
But I think that's a girl thing because we don't want our feet hurting.
Yeah, I know it's a girl thing.
Or I might get a section if like some girls is there with me, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. But I be chilling, bro. Summertime, it's a lot of festivals, it's a lot of events, it's a lot of free shit. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it'd be movies at the park. And it ain't even a movie, it's just like the vibe. You know what I'm saying? I'll be in Greektown downtown. It's always something popping off. Cigar bar, you know what I'm saying?
Something like
that.
Y'all have movies in the park. I might have to come for that, Anton.
The beach bar. I will be there. I will be there this summer. Oh my God. Yeah. I was there 2 years ago. I was with a lady, so
yeah. And then like my homie usually invite me over to like We got like the they don't call it the African festival. It's like a fuck. It's
a Afro Beats event.
Yeah, it's like that, but they call it something different now. It'd be that. You know what I'm saying? He usually because he worked for Tito's. He like the regional manager for Tito's vodka. So
Oh,
he
okay.
get us in there, or you got, you know what I'm saying? Even my daughter, like, she don't even spend as much money. She be at state fairs, all of that type of stuff. So it's just more chill in the summertime. I'm kind of looking forward to the spring, summer this year, bro.
Woo! I can't wait.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
So Slim is still no to Vegas.
Oh yeah, I can't do it, man. Especially after what happened over the. I ain't
Oh
even talk
yeah.
about that.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Ain't going
But
to
it's your
Vegas, bro.
birthday. I told what we talked
Irrelevant.
about offline about the flights though. So
The business got to come first. I got too much stuff I got to do now.
yeah.
Can't do
All right,
as much as I want to.
let me get into this show. So we're gonna do a preview. I'm pretty sure y'all can guess what this preview is gonna be.
I have no clue today.
Y'all don't know what the preview gonna be?
I'm about to speak to him in this chat.
Who? Only Morel?
Yes.
That nigga silly.
He gets on my last nerves.
I'm surprised y'all don't know what it's
I
gonna
can't get my nails done.
Well, we already watched Michael, so it's like that was the most popular one that I seen.
Okay, give us some hints. Is it something that we'll like?
Sure, let me just play it.
Okay.
All right. Y'all ready?
Oh, wait, maybe it was. Oh, it was. Oh, okay, it was. Okay. I just thought about it at the last second. Scary movie. Yeah.
Guess who's back?
Shit.
Back again.
My God, he stabbed her. Not her. My pronouns are they, them. He stabbed them.
We back.
There's a serial killer on the loose.
Hello, Tuesday. I had been preparing for this for years. Hello, Mother. You look like shit. Should we hug? I really want to, but I'm a Republican now, so I'm supposed to be racist.
Oh, girl, I think all white people are racist anyway. Come here.
Okay. Oh.
This looks like a job for me.
Hey there, we heard tell of a Halloween party. We're here to drink, play bad music, do some half gay shit.
Hey.
Why just half gay?
Sink.
Stop smiling.
Run, bitch, run!
Mom, Santa gave me a severed arm.
Be sure to thank him.
What the?
Cause we need a little controversy, cause it feels so empty without me.
Somebody help! Help!
Bitch, we on break. So you handle yours. I'll be right over here eating my falafel and my pork rinds. Bitch.
Guess who's back?
What do y'all think about the next scary movie?
I don't watch them, but I'm gonna go see this one only because it's so relevant to a lot of things that's going on, and it seems a little funny. So I'm gonna go see if I get a laugh when I, take a Tylenol and go sit there and
take a Tylenol.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that, Slimmy.
I'm good. Like I gotta watch it now, but I already know, man. I'm a laugh while I'm there, but I know this gonna be this gonna be a little bit better than SpongeBob. but it's just gonna be like, why did I have to see this shit? But there's so many good movies that'll lead up to that, so I ain't tripping. I already know that.
I think that people really want them to win. Like
the wins.
Yeah, people really want them to win.
Yeah. I think that's what it is too.
People really want them to to be successful and all of that sort of stuff or whatever. I'm indifferent, but I think that because there's such a culturally iconic family that is, you know what I'm saying? It's like people are rooting for them so hard, and that's kind of gonna play into whether or not everybody gonna show up to see it.
Yeah, man. I I mean, at this point, it's just like it's hard to say they can ruin their legacy because they did so much for the film industry. But it's just like, man, come on, man. Like you should be moving on from Scary Movie. You should be moving
Oh
on.
no, they're gonna get all of that money. They're going to get all of that money. Somebody in the chat says, um, they're gonna wind up doing White Chicks too, and Don't Be a Menace and all of this other stuff. Shit, to be
Oh
honest with you,
no.
I think that they possibly want to. I think what they really want to do is to bring back and live in color.
Oh, I hope so. I hope so. I hope so. But I don't. I don't know how they're gonna do that. I don't know how they're gonna do that. I don't know what that looks like. Um. That's interesting. I would love that. I would love that, but I don't see how they're gonna do it. I don't see how they're gonna pull it off.
Yeah, I think that people want them. They want them to win. They want them to win significantly, and I think that they are gonna win. I think they'll make a lot of money. It's gonna be a lot of people that show up to see it. And I don't think it's just because it's the wins. I think that people are looking for thrillers and kids movies are just money makers, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They're the least risky. You don't have to spend a whole lot of money producing them. A lot of times you don't, and they generate the most revenue. Like even going to the theater, we back in the theaters as a crew going to the movies and stuff. And I look at the difference between which movies is popping and which is not. You can even pay attention to how much, like how many times they showing which movie, how many times in a theater. Them kids movies, they hit, bro.
Yeah, they stand in there way longer than all these thrillers and all that shit.
Yep.
Like, man, them thrillers. The last, like some of the movies that we were supposed to see, I actually went to go see a couple of them. We couldn't do them because they didn't stay in long enough.
Got them up out of there.
Yeah, they was like 2 weeks, and they was gone. 3 weeks gone.
Yep.
Like the movie Shelter. We were supposed to watch that a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's already on streaming. Couldn't cut it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that people want to see the Wayans win, so they'll do well. Marlon Wayans, he'll make a lot of money. The family gonna always make a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
I don't know about the newer ones after Marlon. I don't think that the newer ones is really doing a whole lot the way that the older ones is doing it. But
no, I ain't. I only seen the one with on his dad's show, and
yeah, I seen that.
That show ain't aired in forever. That been gone.
Yeah,
and that's the only young one I ever saw. Unless I don't know who they are. I don't know what they look like, and they've been in stuff, but
yeah,
I don't think I've seen none of them.
Yeah, it's crazy. Papa's House, is that what it's called? Only Morale? Papa's House. Yeah, I think it's just a different time, bro. I think it's gonna be a whole nother wave. I'm just wondering how significant movies are gonna be. I see a lot of movie theaters starting to close.
Mm-hmm. They brought one back, but
I heard it was one that was closed, like one that was significant, or a chain or something like that was closing in Jersey. That's one place that I have never been. Like I flew into there in order to get to New York one time, but I've never really visited Jersey. Everybody keeps saying how tough it is in Jersey, how hard it is. So
I wish they would bring drive-ins back for the summertime. I would love that.
We got them here.
Yeah, we got.
I'll be there. I'm coming to see Molly anyway, so send me all the places I need to go.
Yeah, we got a drive-in and out there. It's a drive-in here in Vegas. I didn't even realize it.
That's dope.
Yeah, they closed
bring that shit back.
They do.
Y'all say ain't nothing in Jersey? Jesus.
Damn. I thought New Jersey was popping. I thought that's how they got the Jersey Shore, and I don't know.
I do plan on going there this week. I mean, not this week, but sometime this year, I'm gonna go over to Atlantic City. I've never been to Atlantic City, as crazy as that sounds. So
me either. I keep hearing that joint jump off though, especially with like I think it's casinos out there.
It is.
Yeah,
they got an MGM property out there called the Borgata, so I'm gonna go and check it out.
Have you been to St. Martin's? That's where I'm going in July.
I haven't been there.
I'm going there in July. Hopefully. You see Southwestern got all kind of bomb threats this week.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about it. I've been so out the loop. I've been at the movie theater. So
this guy got on a plane and they had to get Atlanta police on there to escort him off because of a bomb threat. Today, MCI airport, they evacuated everybody because of a bomb threat.
Where's MCI at?
Kansas City here.
Kansas City, okay.
Yeah, so it's been a little while. So just be keeping alerts on your phone for these crazy stuff that's happening.
All right.
Jesus.
That's what's up. All right, let me read a couple of these super chats, and then we're gonna get into these three movies real quick. Laymar says society is too damn soft and live in color.
Yeah, I think so.
Said the only movie that is worth the bag and it will hit around the globe is action movies. Comedy doesn't translate well in other cultures, but action movies are loved around the world. Fact, Google it. Yeah, action movies is decent. It depends on what it is. Well, speaking of action movies, we're gonna go ahead and dive into The Shelter. I'm gonna play the trailer for y'all, and then we're gonna get into what y'all thought about it.
Does the name Michael Mason ring any bells?
Mason isn't just an assassin. He's a precision instrument. He was one of the first of elite operatives.
Then what happened?
I bring you supplies week after week, yet you never leave here. Why is that? Most people just say thank you.
Don't ever come up here again.
We have a retinol match.
Send them.
What's happening?
Don't make a sound. Don't come out until I come for you.
Weapons free. Kill target on sight.
Alpha team, come in.
They're all gone.
Who is that? Who are these guys?
I'm up the reservation. Big baggage. You need to throw everything you've got at him.
Are they going to arrest you?
It's not the police I'm worried about. The people that are doing this broke the only rule that matters, did they? And this. One hand there, and one there. When you use a weapon, you never operate on fear.
Put it down, please.
His profile's been altered.
Our target is not who we thought. I want him taken in alive.
I need a way out for her. She's just a kid who was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Come on. Look at you. No country, no badge. You're gone. Not gone. Unshackled.
All right. Who wants to go first?
Let me go ahead and get this out the way.
All right. You know what? When Miss Sanchez say that, I already know how it's about to go.
Let me just start
off. This ain't gonna go good.
When Miss Sanchez says that, it's usually not good.
This was the
Facts.
slowest movie ever. And then when you thought it was about to pick up, it was still slow and just pointless. What I want for this actor is to find a different role. He is like you knew what to expect from him. He is the same person in every role he plays. So you mean to tell me you sitting there what?
Was he the same person in Snatch?
Did I see Snatched?
We just
Yeah,
watched it.
we reviewed it.
We just watched it.
Let me think about it. I don't remember.
Snatch was the one that you didn't necessarily
You didn't like it.
Oh, yeah, probably so.
he was the boxing promoter.
Probably so then. And then it's just like on one part, he's sitting there with the little girl when he finally gets the little girl, right? And all of a sudden you that train where you can hear a boat coming from 100 miles away and you pause in the TV to look out the window, go hide in the bathroom until I come back. Like, please, sir, I really want him to play a different role. And then it's just like the little girl, okay, I see she was loving, but at one point you get this girl AK. How is she trained to shoot this big old gun? All of a sudden, she's just an assassin herself. It was just not realistic at all. It didn't keep my attention. It was so boring to me. It was so slow to me. Like the storyline was dead. Okay. I would have rather watch, what was that movie with the man and the angel? I would have rather watched that again than this.
The one with the angel?
Yes.
That one with the angel.
Keanu Reeves.
Reeves. With him.
Oh, I know what you're saying. Damn, we watched a lot of movies.
Yeah.
We have. I mean,
some of them were not memorable.
And then you have him and the little girl walking through the club. Like, so you just in this club, beating up people, walking with this little girl through the club. Like, it was just a flop for me. I mean, then you in the boat. It's high winds. It's raining. You holding the one hand, standing up, going to save her. I'm just like, okay, I'll see what y'all doing here. But it was it was a no for me. So I'm gonna give this about a 4.
Oh my god!
And I'm being nice.
Oh my!
And this is not payback. I'm done with your payback, Slimmy.
Dang.
This is for real.
A 4?
It just wasn't. It's like he's the same person on every movie. Like his role. It's just his facial expressions don't change.
Sanchez is a tough cookie.
No, not like that was last week or Slim. His facial expressions are always the same. Like I would like to see him do something different. And then all of a sudden, like when the people came, you get all these guns, and you mean to tell me it's 20 people and you about to handle them all? Okay. Crime 101 was way better than that.
All right. Sheesh. You want to go next, or you want me to go next, Slimmy?
You can go ahead, bro.
I mean, I know what to expect from a Jason Statham movie, right? Like, I know the theme is gonna be the same. It's gonna be, I mean, it's a lot of different types of movies that's gonna be similar to that, right? It's gonna give you a Bourne Identity, Bourne Supremacy type of plot. Same thing when you go into watch The Equalizer. It's shoot 'em up, bang bang movies. You know what I'm saying? And so when I go into a shoot 'em up, bang bang movie, I think it's a level of masculinity that you got to have in order to enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? If you like spy type stuff, if you like, secret agent, man, I did some foul shit. I'm trying to, go back to a regular life, and then ultimately I got to get drawn back into the life. That's usually the plot for most of them. So when I go into them, I have an expectation of that's what it's going to be. I mean, even the trailer itself, which I try not to watch trailers outside of us watching a trailer when when we start this show or whatever. So, it's a little bit different for me. So when I turned this on and I first, when I started watching it, I kind of figured what it was going to be, but I didn't know exactly how it was going to transition through it. I liked it, right? I kind of liked the character development. That's where the slow part is. The slow part is the character development. You know, why are you continuing to drop this off? Why is he at the lighthouse? You know, all of that type of stuff. And so it's Jason Statham. So I already figured out he's very typecast at this point, which in my opinion, he out there getting the bag. You know what I'm saying? So I already know what's gonna happen. Um, it's what it is. He takes the little girl, saved the little girl. I liked the drowning scene, you know what I'm saying, as far as the boat and all of that stuff. I like that. I like the development of why he was out there and why the guy continuously gave that, kept giving him supplies and stuff like that. I like that part. I don't think it was any part of the movie that I disliked. I just don't think that it was anything groundbreaking or anything wildly new. You know what I'm saying? He goes back into society, he goes back into culture. The part that I do think was interesting, and this is why I'm kind of waiting on Slimmy's take, was leveraging cameras and technology and AI and all of that stuff to ultimately be able to know who, what, when, where, and why is how. You know what I'm saying? Using how we're all interconnected, from the cameras in our cars to the semiconductor chips to the technology race, and how the government, and not just the government, even like people that use nefarious technology is able to use that to really keep track and eyes on everything that we got going on. And so I liked that aspect of it. I didn't look at some of the scenes as realistic. I think that all of that stuff is just action based. Like when you go in to watch, let's say the Keanu Reeves, series, the Killer's Dog, all of them series. I don't look at that stuff as realistic. You know what I'm saying? Like there's so many holes, and how come it ain't never no police around and all of that type of stuff, right? You can pick through it, but I think you go into it for the action part of it, and so I like the action part of it. I liked the fight scene when it was on the dock. I liked all of that stuff, but I think that the bigger thing that I enjoyed was how they were leveraging technology in order to identify who we are. Because even in using AI, right? And so AI is advancing so rapidly now, where I can go in and I could use Gemini or something like that, and I could drop an image in there, like an image of, let's say, of a politician or something. AI is able to, or at least the versions that we're using now, AI is able to identify who that politician is. It's crazy because it'll actually say it to you. So I could like drop an image in and I'll say, hey, have this person doing this and this or whatever, so on and so forth. And it'll say, ironically, it'll say, well, what would you want Trump to look like? Something like that. Like it will read it back to me. And it's crazy, Slimmy. The level of technology. And it ain't just like famous politicians. It could be somebody that got a lot of visibility, all of that type of stuff. And so looking at that part of it, and so I'm gonna be a little bit biased, right? So looking at the movie from that lens, I'm gonna like it a little bit more. I enjoyed it. I like the action. I like the technology input into it, and they set it up for a part two if they ever wanted to do a part two. So I'm gonna give it a 6.5 all day long. I'm gonna
I definitely enjoyed the aspect of them utilizing the technology, and it has some pretty different camera angles. My only problem with this is like everything was typical. You know what I'm saying? It was like, dude has ultimate stamina, maximum stamina to fight. He don't get tired. Like he whooping ass. He whooped everybody ass. Like everybody. He didn't even. I don't even think the motherfucker was bleeding in the movie at all. Like at any point. But he whooped everybody ass. He killed like 300 people without breaking a sweat. You know what I'm saying? So that was the crazy part. It's just like, damn, man, this dude is unstoppable. He fucking Terminator. My only issue with it is like, even when you have stuff like this, man, you got to make sure that they only the common soldiers. You can't send the super teams after one guy and then like he just eliminate the super teams and make them look like elite forces. He's making them look like clowns. That's the only problem I have with it. You got the best of the best after this guy, and he's just Superman no matter what. Then it's like they got all the typical shit, the typical car chase. It's just what's gonna happen. Everything you knew everything that was gonna happen in this. Everything. Like I think we gotta start asking a little bit more of our action films because like it's almost copy and paste at this point. I get it. I love Jason Statham, but I need a little more. I need a little more. Like we can't just keep copying and pasting and mailing it in. We already know it's not gonna be any good acting. Cool. We already know they're gonna whoop 1,000 people, they're gonna kill 1,000 people. I get it, but the writing, there ain't no consistency. I don't even know. I honestly, outside of that technology shit, I don't even really know the point of this movie. Like it really was no point. So
is it any ever point in any shoot 'em up bang bang movie?
Sometimes,
and John Wick,
sometimes
it's points. Equalizer, it's points to it.
No,
not an equalizer, not an equalizer.
No.
In John Wick, it was understandable, but you got to remember, John Wick was a little bit time ago. Like now we already John Wick. Also, you got to remember this about John Wick. They killed the most people in any movie in John Wick Part 2 and 3. They killed the most people like ever in the history of movies. The body count is through the roof. So now that we know we've already had the highest body counts, we already know we got the super dudes that's going to last. You got the super stamina. You're going to last for weeks upon weeks and months of destroying people. We got to have a little bit more. So where we had the character development, where we did find out why he was in the lighthouse, why she kept coming back all the time, it still made me just like, all right, so this dude's been a trained assassin his whole life. He's been heartless his whole life. All of a sudden, this one little girl, he's just giving up everything just to save her.
After 2 days.
That's a woo. That
you
is
have no family.
That is a hard bargain. Like it's just like he all of a sudden, one little girl whose uncle dies because he didn't want to get off the boat. He saves her, and he's just like this heartfelt dude after being a stone cold assassin for however long. That is hard for me to digest. I can't get this no higher than a 5. And why are you clapping?
Because
it's hard. And it's hard for me to do that against a Jason Statham movie. That's hard for me to do that.
Close your mouth, Anton. Something might fly in there.
So it's only because like it really didn't have no point. It didn't hit on nothing. It didn't hit. It was just like, damn, everything. I mean, I literally knew everything that was gonna happen. This dude, the almighty dude. He's just like, oh no. Make sure that you send everything at him. We gotta eradicate him. And she just miraculously figures everything out. Come on, man. Everything cannot be this coincidental and just this easy and everything goes perfect. I can't do it, man. I can't, man. They dropped the ball on this one. They dropped the ball. The fighting scenes was dope, but yeah, they dropped the ball.
I don't agree with y'all on this.
Well, that's okay. That's why
I don't agree with y'all on this. I mean, there's no point to majority of the movies. Let me tell you why the character development is harder in these type of movies, because they're only 2 hours and you don't get a longer runway when it comes to multiple different versions of it. So I'll give you an example. If you take the Dark Knight series, right, which is my favorite series of all time, the first one wasn't a lot of action.
Nope, not at all.
But they knew that the second one and the third one were going to be a lot more action, and it wasn't as much character development in the second one and the third one because they, and I'm not putting this on the same level as that, but they knew they didn't have to do a lot of character development in the second one and the third one because all of the character development, most of it was done in the first one.
Right.
And so it's hard to do a lot of character development and give it a purpose in a 2-hour shoot 'em up, bang, bang movie where it also has to have a conclusion.
I mean, I hear you, but there's been a lot of films that did it.
Like what?
I'll say the shoot 'em up, bang, bang, Book of Eli. Book of Eli. It definitely did that. With Denzel when he was blind, Book of Eli was pretty incredible.
Yeah, but Book of Eli. That's an exceptional film. Like, I mean, I'll give you Book of Eli, but even still, with Book of Eli, there was still a lot of holes in that. If we want to just like, you know what I'm saying, deep dive into it.
Yeah, I think it's holes in a lot of action films when they kind of like rush through them.
We accept Book of Eli because of the spiritual aspect of it and all of the Easter eggs.
Exactly.
In it. Yeah. But
no, ain't no but. It wasn't bad like this.
Let me tell you why. Okay, so like for example, the Book of Eli, we give it a pass because a lot of the things we just attribute to spirituality. So you don't question how he was able to survive all of this time with this book because the premise of it is that he was being guided by a higher power. Whereas Jason Statham movie, right? We like, how was this nigga able to be a super soldier and all of this stuff? Because you don't have that safety net to go back to and say, well, he's being guided by a higher power or anything like that or whatever, right? We just assume in the Book of Eli, so it's not as much effort and having to put together a backstory and development. Hey, Eli worked at Walmart, picked up the book, God has been guiding him the whole time, and he's developed all of these super skills through all of this time walking through the earth, and God has been guiding him, right? You don't have to, you got to spend more time to try to figure out, well, how is this nigga a super soldier, right? Like, we're not going to give him the benefit of the doubt because he don't have that backstory of the spirituality aspect of it. So the character development, the effort in character development is different because we have the spiritual aspect of it.
Well, he was still getting fucked up in Book of Eli too, though.
But he wouldn't die until it was time for him to die because it was time for them to pass the book over to the girl.
Yeah, but in this, Jason Statham didn't even break a sweat. Like he didn't bleed. Like
why we not assuming that he's in the same realm as the Bourne identity?
What you mean?
Why can't we assume that he was super like Jason Bourne in the Bourne series?
Anton, you fucking hard for this.
No. Think about it. Let's think about what's the other one with Denzel? Equalizer. His Equalizer movies where that nigga never broke a sweat. And this nigga's dealing with the most evil, best put together monsters on the face of the earth.
Yeah, that's why I didn't mention Equalizer either. That's why I skipped at it with the. That's why I would. No, he was bleeding in that. No, Jason Statham didn't break a sweat in this film.
He didn't break. No, he did not. He didn't. Nah, bro. In the Equalizer, he never had any competition. There was never any competition in the Equalizer for this guy.
Well, in Equalizer, it is a little different where he has a premonition where he sees the visions of every next move.
So why we can't assume that for Jason Statham in The Shelter?
Well, they ain't show us that.
No, they hint at it because he's seeing things happen. He can hear them pulling up before they even pull up. Like he's already anticipating it. They kind of give you the premise because he already had traps set up. He did.
Oh, yeah, no. He had the trap set up, but the dog heard the boat. The dog heard the boat. Yeah.
And that dog was getting on my nerves. I ain't rest in peace. But he was following him everywhere. The man couldn't take a shit without the dog right there by him. Until the little girl came. I guess that's a good guard dog. I don't know.
So I mean, I think y'all being a little too hard on this movie.
Not 4.
I think y'all are. No.
Might be a 3.5 if you keep
Oh
trying to
my
sell
God.
it. If you keep trying to sell me this used car.
No, I'm telling you, y'all. I think y'all being a little bit too hard on this.
Look, AD reaching. Thank you. It's okay, Anton. You win some, you lose some.
This ain't Jason Statham's best work.
I don't think it's supposed to be. It's
It ain't a 3.5 though. It ain't.
You know what? He might have been on a different type of time when he saw this, so we don't know with him. He might have had his funnel fries. Wait, what else? He getting funnel fries and something else. I can't think right now.
I didn't. I mean, y'all got to remember, we didn't watch this one in the theater.
He was in Vegas.
Oh yeah, that's right. We didn't watch it in the theater.
Yeah.
That probably made it even worse. Spend my $24.99.
Yeah, that mug was $25.
Yeah.
But you got it forever.
I ain't never watching it again. Now I'm mad. I'm about to dispute that.
Oh, this is like when we used to go back and buy DVDs.
Yeah, it's in the collection. It's in a collection. I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna brush this one off though.
I liked it. I mean, I think the chase scenes was good. I think everything was cool. I don't see what the problem is. Y'all being mean, man. Y'all being mean. I'm mad at y'all for this. I'm giving it a 6.5, and I think y'all being mean. So
wow.
I do. A little bit too mean.
Okay, wait a minute. So hold on. Out of the action films that we've seen up here, where would you rate this? Like amongst the ones that we've seen?
I don't remember all of the action films that we've seen.
Running Man, Predator, the one that you liked
I gave Predator and Running Man. I gave Predator and Running Man really high scores.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And yeah. Tron, the one that you liked about the bomb.
I think that it's probably on the back end of all of those movies. But here's the thing. Here's how I justify it. 6.5 in the action movie scenes that we've seen is right on par because Predator, Running Man, all of those movies was in the 8s. You know what I'm saying? Those were much higher.
Those are exceptional. Yeah, those are exceptional.
I think this is a fair rating when you compare it. Because we didn't give those 7s and 6s, like we didn't rank it on the same level. We ranked it higher. We ranked those way higher. I don't think this is a 4. Hell no, I don't think this is a 4. It wasn't a trash movie at all. Minimally for an action film, this was right in the middle. I'm giving it a 6.5. I gave it higher because I like the technology aspect of it and how they was leveraging it to find, to use it and how it was integrated.
I was dope
I'm biased in that way. And I don't think that there's a lot of action films that's getting released. So it's very difficult on a regular basis. It's very difficult for us to kind of compare and contrast from a movie perspective. But
we haven't been getting a lot of that. That's true.
Minimally, this movie is a 5.5. Because it's right there in the middle. It's right there.
Yeah, Miss Sanchez said a 3.5.
Well, I
said if he keeps trying to sell it, it's gonna go to a 3.5.
Miss Sanchez is biased because Miss Sanchez is a girl, so it's different. You know what
I'm
saying?
But I liked the Running Man. I liked all those.
Yeah, but Running Man was like Hunger Games.
I do like Hunger Games.
See?
Woo! Oh man, when Hunger Games come out, it's up.
See what I'm saying? But it's right there in the middle. It's right there in the middle. I don't think that it's bad at all.
Yeah, it's mid. It's like mid, yeah. But yeah.
Y'all being mean, but that's all right. That's okay.
I gave it a 5.
That's okay. Yeah, but y'all have more mean stuff to say than nice things, so that's not good. So
This is funny. This is how I felt last week.
Lamar on there says, Miss Sanchez, the best drive-in is the Ford Road in Wyoming. Also, their concession stand is dope. Sending love to the panel. Also, guys, I can't wait until you review the MJ film when it premiere. I'm not looking forward to the MJ film. I'm being honest with y'all, bro.
I'll have to put that on my list.
The reason why I don't, if MJ didn't have, honestly, if it wasn't for the way that he passed away, I probably wouldn't have no issue with it.
Yeah.
But the way he passed away, man, the way they tried to vilify him, it's hard for me to think that he would let them make a movie of his life, knowing that he went the way he went against the system.
Yeah. Kais, what up? Kais says, I haven't been to the theaters in a while. The only movie that will bring me back is Christian Bale Batman movie. I like going to the theater just because the theater experience is way better than it used to be back in the day. A lot of people don't know that, bro. Like they got server. I went to the one in here in Vegas where they got waiters. You know what I'm saying? Like they coming up, hey, what would you like to order? All of that type of stuff. So you got tables on there, you reclining at this point. The Right Path Good says Friday, Jason the 13th, show Crystal Lake coming this year. Oh my God, I can't wait to go in on Jason, slow ass. Kai says, what y'all think about Michael Jackson movie coming out this summer? I'm not looking forward to it personally. So
I hope it's good. I hope they do my boy right.
I don't expect it to be bad. Like that's the thing. I don't expect it to be bad, but it's just like, man, I know he wouldn't like this.
At least it's his
I know he
family
wouldn't like
playing
this.
it. Isn't it his family, his nephew, right?
Yeah, but you got to think. Michael Jackson, he distanced himself from his family.
Yeah, I agree.
For a reason.
Yeah, you're right.
It's literally in the film. They say you got to break off from your family eventually. You can't always keep working with them. And then I don't know. I don't ever really, besides LaToya, I never really heard his family speak out for him. You never heard Janet speaking out for Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
So that I don't think that. No, that's one thing. I won't go that far. I'll just say I never heard them speaking out and speaking up for him all like that when all those allegations came out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what he distanced himself from his family, and his family is kind of like now they're able. They would have never been able to pull this off if he was alive. I'm gonna leave it there. Oh, yeah. He wouldn't have went for this shit. He wouldn't have went for that shit, man.
BMRK says Shelter was good, preferred over John Wick.
You smoking now?
Crazy.
You smoking now?
Right Path Good says Miss Sanchez will say Jurassic Park is unrealistic.
I like Jurassic Parks. Thank you.
Tel G says Jason Statham versus Scream would feed families.
What?
Right Path Good says Slimmy, none got nothing on the Seagal Stay Clean fights.
Oh,
Steve,
yeah,
you talking about Steven Seagal?
Steven Seagal, yeah.
Robert Green, thank you, Robert Green, for holding us down. Says, while y'all reviewing film, don't skip the part where Detroit got edited in Miami. Right, facts.
Oh, it was Janet, not LaToya. Okay, my bad. Sorry.
That footage looking real different down here. He gave them boys a director's cut. Shout out to Robert Green, man. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for holding us down.
Nigga talking shit.
That's cool. Shit. That's cool. We ain't tripping about it.
Hey, I will say this though. It seemed like Boston, like they on y'all heels. They trying to come for that number one spot for real. That shit crazy.
We need another piece.
You think so?
One more. We need one more.
Oh, yeah. No. Y'all do. I think they kind of messed up. Even though I like them a lot, I think they kind of messed up when they got Tobias Harris because he's aging. You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean I think he's necessary. You gotta have that veteran. You gotta have a veteran ear on the team.
Oh, I agree. But I for what they have him for that extra score, I think they need a younger killer. at the same time. They need a younger killer like that.
You got to remember, Jalen Duran is only 22. Cade is only 24.
Jalen Duran is only 22.
He's 22. They babies.
They'll
They
be all
still,
right.
yeah, they still babies.
They'll be all right.
They're
And Asura
babies.
Thompson is young too. Asura,
Yeah,
Asura
they're
Thompson is
babies.
young.
They're literal. That's what I'm saying. They got to have that veteran.
Yeah, they need
presence.
They need Tobias Harris to calm him down.
Yeah, we need another piece. So, shout out to you, Robert Green. Right Path Good says, so you don't feel left hanging out, Mr. Anton? No, I'm good. I'm all right. BMR case because it's implied that Stathom is her father.
I gotta watch this again to figure that out.
That's what I thought at first. I'm like, is he gonna say, you know, that I'm your dad? I'm your, but
yeah,
that's crazy.
And Right Path Good says, seeing Idris's prey and Jason's Wrath the Man fire. I don't remember it.
I remember Wrath the Man. But I remember the title, Wrath the Man. I don't remember what happened in that bitch though.
I don't remember him, honestly. I really don't. So, all right, let's get into the movie theaters. We back in the theaters, y'all. They starting to Yeah, they starting to get it back in. So we're gonna start off with Hoppers, and then we're gonna go into the Bride after that.
I need your help, Mabel. I'm in the middle of class. A class that you are enrolled in.
Sup, Bale?
Come with me. The traditional methods to understand animals just weren't working. But we've done it, Mabel. We created a revolutionary technology that gives us unprecedented access to the animal world. We call it hoppers. Huh? We put this into this. Yes, this into this. Mabel, be careful!
Robotic, this here will rock your body.
Whoa. And they were in the same den.
No.
I understand you.
What you doing, lady?
This is incredible!
Hey, what's your name, Beaver?
Babel?
You want to live here, you better learn pond rules.
What are pond rules?
Oh, I am clearing the rest of the day. Let's hear it for Mabel, everyone. Rule number 1, don't be a stranger. Looking good, Fran. Tom, Laquan, Tamara, Prudence, Pete, Peter, Petey.
Yeah, it's crowded, but we're still alive.
Rule number 2, when you gotta eat, eat.
How did he get a little crown?
That's your question? Fellow animals! The humans have stolen their last inch of land from us!
There he is.
We gotta fight back!
She seems to have become a Joan of Arc type rebel leader.
Mabel, we do not use hopping technology to upset the animal world. She found the button.
The Animal Council has been summoned. The shrill beaver is right.
Yeah! Their treachery ends here, now! Let's squish
the humans!
Yeah! Wait, squish?
They squish us. Why shouldn't we squish one of them?
I really don't think we need to go all the way to squish.
That was intense.
Everybody here getting out of control.
Over here!
Your life is in danger. You must do exactly as we say, Harry. LOL, I mean, Jerry. Drive now. Rocket ship.
All right. Who y'all want to go first?
I went first.
I can go first if y'all want me to.
I'll go. This was a pretty interesting film. The animation, I can't lie, the animation was pretty good. The premise of it though, that kind of caught me off guard. Like,
why?
The cloning aspect caught me. I didn't expect to see that in this film with the mayor, and that was quite interesting, especially seeing as to what they did with the Jim Carrey thing that just happened like last week. That was kind of crazy to see it in a children's film. So I was wild. That caught me off guard. I was just like, damn, like this what we doing in kids films. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but the premise of saving the world from humans, that's gonna always like be a thing, because it's like we don't realize how much we destroy the planet,
Facts.
by the things that we do that we're trying to get done. What seems like simple to us and necessary for us is not necessarily good for the earth, and good for the ecosystem that other creatures have to inhabit. So I think it was trying to strike home. They even mentioned Avatar in it. So it was just letting you know that it's like, yo, we really, what we feel we're doing is right and is something to grow society and the the city and connecting and all that stuff. It doesn't necessarily mean it's helping out with nature, not human nature, but with nature overall. It's almost like it's contrasting with nature. So it's like that element is always gonna hit. So I think they did a good job of sending that message that humans really dominate this world and they're supposed to be protecting it and taking care of it. But the things that we see as necessary aren't always good for the planet. So all the smog that you see over the big cities, all that stuff, it does damage, you know. But once you get past the sentimental aspect of it, and then you start getting into the character development was pretty good. Like they showed her from start to finish, she was always the same. You know what I'm saying? She was always the same, and it always seems like she's a klutz. I'm glad they kept that, they continued that with that character, like even as the beaver, she was still a klutz. I thought it was a cool film with a good message. It's a lot of holes and they moved it along kind of quick, how everybody could just put that helmet on and like there was no brain damage done. It was just like she didn't do no type of real testing, and then all of a sudden what's her name put that helmet on and she perfectly fine for 3 weeks having being a beaver and everything cool. So they had a little holes in it, but it's a child's film, so we gonna overlook that type of shit.
Is it a child's film?
Mm-hmm. You don't think so?
Well, the reason that
Just
I'm asking is because is it at this point? I think that animations are maybe they just animations. I'm not sure if we can always
Yeah.
designate it as just a child's film anymore.
Well, I'll say this: the way they're marketing it for children visually to appeal to children visually, and they still throw real adult themes in there.
mm-hmm.
So I'll say that then, because it's not necessarily just strictly for children. Like where we had some weird that we used to get. I don't even. You know what? Now that I think about it, I gotta wonder: was any of these films ever for kids?
Like the Little Mermaid.
I mean, the
Yeah,
kids are there.
that definitely ain't. Little Mermaid definitely ain't for kids. Aladdin, maybe you could get away with that in Aladdin. You might be able to get away with that in Aladdin and the Lion King, but Little Mermaid, you can't tell me that that's a child's film. That's not. Little Mermaid is that girl wanted to be. She wanted to leave her family to get that D.
Ariel.
She did. She left the sea. She left the sea to get that man. So it's just like, that's not really a kid's film. But overall, Hoppers was cool, man. Like it was cool. I can't give it no extremely high rating, even though I liked it. It had some good funny parts. I got the message, but I give it a 6. It was cool. It's not nothing breakthrough. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, man. I sat there. It was an empty theater. I was surprised there wasn't no kids in there. But yeah, it was cool. I give it a 6.
What well, I'm gonna wait. Go ahead. You want me to go or you want to go, Miss Sanchez?
I'll go. Um, I went with a little person. The little person, they laughed the whole entire time of the movie. I feel like it was a good movie for what it was. It kind of pulled at your heartstrings because you got Mabel. This place means something to her because her and her grandmother go there all the time. And then she finds out that they want to build a highway. And so first she's trying to find out if there's any animals there so she can say, like, it's animals here. Y'all can't do this. We have to save it. And so when she couldn't do that, that's when she found out that, her professor was doing this behind the scene, stuff. And she went and turned her little self into a beaver, and they did what they had to do. But I mean, it pulled on your heartstrings a little bit because she, like I said, she wanted to save the animals. I was just glad they didn't do it like Up and make me cry because the cartoon movie Up from Pixels was very sad. You never seen Up? It was sad, Slimmy.
Wait, you cried on that?
Yes. I'm an emotional gangster. But anyway, like Slimmy said, the animation was really good. Even when they were out in the woods, it looked nice. I mean, it was what it was for an animation movie.
Did y'all get sad on the Lion King?
No. I got sad on
when
E.T.
Mufasa died? Hell yeah, I got sad when Mufasa died. I was like, what, they killed his daddy already? Damn. You knew he was gonna die, but damn, you ain't know Scar was gonna be behind it like that. Hey, Scar was a savage.
Wasn't that his brother or something? I can't remember.
He was a bastard. He was a bastard, man. Scar is a bastard, man. Like he ain't no good. He ain't no good, man. Like he public enemy number 1.
That is so hilarious.
Yeah, no, I didn't cry on that, but E.T. I did because he just wanted to go home. But whatever.
Mufasa.
But I feel like this was a good movie for what it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love the little car scenes when she was using the little phone to talk to him, talking about turn around, bro, or let's get going, bro. Made it more relatable to how the kids are really talking right now. So I feel like it was a good movie, like I said, for what it was. The little person I went with was cracking up the whole time. Animation was good. It could be another one coming. I don't know. I'll give it a 6 because of it's an animation movie.
Y'all both is on the same page tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting. No, I'm just listening. I'm making.
Wait a minute.
When he's saying that, he about to give it a higher rating.
No, I'm not saying anything. I'm just listening and I'm observing. Y'all were more or less on the same page with the last review. More or less, y'all on the same page with this one. Y'all are in alignment. That's all I'm saying. Would y'all consider yourself tree huggers?
What is that?
Well, save the earth. Humans are being bad on the earth. We're not being responsible.
But I do feel like we need to understand that animals play an important part in this universe, this world, and we need to just stop trying to kill them off. I do believe in that, but am I just out here save the world, make it a better place for you and for me? I'm just not.
Heal the world.
I'd rather take care of humans. You caught them lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
I would like for us to be more responsible on this earth.
I don't litter.
I would like for us to be more responsible, to take care of our oceans. I wouldn't consider myself a tree hugger. I would say that I am more concerned than I would probably talk about online about the state of this world as far as like how we're affecting the earth and animals and stuff like that. So I do think that I do look at that. So I'm gonna just say that. But I mean, I thought it was I don't really see any bad animation films. That's the problem. Like, we don't really have, when we compare films, a lot of times, regular films we compare against the good and the bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
When we look at animation, we don't really compare against the bad. We only kind of look at who's at the top or what Zootopia was dope, right? All of that type of
Mm-hmm.
stuff. But we never have an opportunity to compare it against something that's bad. And I think that that's the problem. Or maybe they don't make any bad animation films. Because I can't think of any right off the bat. We watched a lot of animation films. We watched David. We watched Zootopia. We watched it was another one that we had watched too. I forgot about it. It was one more. I would have to go through it, but we don't really look at any animation films and ever really say, "Oh, it's a 3, it's a 2," or you know what I'm saying? It's a none of that. And so it's kind of hard to rank these, and I just kind of go by whether or not I'm entertained or not. That's all you can do because you can't like how we went back and we was like, yo, in Shelter, this is what's wrong, or why they do the character development. You can't really do that with an animation because it's an animation. Everything is mimicking and speaking to what we deal with in real life, but they're putting extra spin on it, right? Like, I can't criticize and say, man, all of the birds going up and being able to pick up the shark is unrealistic. You know, I can't do that. But it was unrealistic. You know what I'm saying? Him
Very much
driving with the
unrealistic.
shark on the back. Like, I can't criticize that. You know what I'm saying? I can't really say anything to it. So how do I rank this? You know what I'm saying? Like, I liked it. I was entertained. The way I went and seen these movies, let me back up for a second. The way I went and seen these movies is I watched all 3 of them in the same day. I watched Shelter yesterday. I went to the show at like 1:30 this time, 1:30 p.m., 12:30, 1:30 p.m. Pacific to see Hopper. And then at 9 at night, which is 12 at night, to see The Bride, right? So I went and seen these movies at all of these different times. And so I also kind of pay attention to how other people respond to it. Like the little kids that was in the movie theater, because there was a lot of them in there watching the shows and stuff like that. And so I was kind of looking at their response and stuff like that too. I thought it was entertaining. I thought it was cool. It was up my alley when it came to we opportunistic. We're opportunistic as a culture, as a society. I think that most people would rather not know what goes on behind the scenes to make their life so much easier. And I think that this film probably accurately captured that. And they tried to do it in a way that didn't want to paint us out to be as evil as we really are. I think I like the part where they was like, just eat, They added that in there for the kids, and I heard some kids go, huh, when the animals was eating each other. I like that part, because I think that films, when you look at it from a kid's perspective, it's a form of teaching them and showing them how the world kind of works. And when you looking at it from an adult perspective, from our perspective, we look at how it really impacts society and what it's really teaching the kids. And so I'm looking at it from that lens. And I liked that it kind of gave them lessons. I liked the fact that she didn't really have a purpose, or she didn't really care about school or college. And that at the end, her purpose was ultimately to do the thing that she was the most passionate about. And that's why she started working for the professor. It was a lot of it, obviously, that was just like, how is the people at the school developing this technology so much? You know what I'm saying? You can go into all of that. And the other part of it that I like is they added in the political part, right? It wasn't that he was a bad person, but he was willing to do bad things to accomplish what he thought was best for his people that was in the city. And so I look at the underlying message that they were trying to convey in such a shorter a film, and I like the way that they did it. And then ultimately, at the end, it was just like, yo, we can all still accomplish stuff, but we just got to be more realistic in how we work together. So, I liked it. I would give it a I don't know, maybe a 6.5.
Yeah.
Not
I
too
don't.
far from us.
Yeah, I don't think that it was like it wasn't Zootopia.
The
Too.
GOAT was better than this.
I ain't see the GOAT.
You got to see it. You got to see the GOAT. And I think
forgot
I would
about
like it
that
because it's around basketball. So you just got to watch it. It's good.
Yeah, and I like the fact that they didn't put no gay stuff in it, bro. Like finally, something. I gave it that extra half because it wasn't
kept
any
it
agenda
clean.
when it comes to when it came to influence of people from a sexuality perspective, and I like
they
that.
kept that out of there.
I like that part. I like that the villain was one of the villains was the butterfly that was in the cocoon and all of that stuff. So I think it was a lot of realistic human lessons of what life is going to be. Even the animals themselves, like they didn't give a fuck about what was gonna happen with the mammals until the mammal was convincing them, like, yo, you're gonna be affected too. Eventually, it's gonna hurt you too. And then that's when they bought in. So yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot. I thought it was.
They thought that through.
Yeah. So I was with it. All right. Let me read some of these super chats, and then we're gonna get to the main thing. Hold on. Getting a phone call. Yeah, what up?
Slim, you see my text?
Do I want some gelato from the Aria? No, it's gonna be melted by the time I get here. No, I don't want no gelato. I don't have a taste for it.
Oh.
All right. Bye. I want some.
Y'all gotta try Dirt Dog. Have you ever had that out there?
I've been there.
I love Dirt Dog.
I had that like, man, what, 6-7 years ago.
It's so good.
They started off in the part where it said over where Bally's. It used to be Bally's. It was like the little walk around.
That's where I go to.
That's where they started off. Yeah, then now they got the one downtown too. But they started off in just a small spot over there near Bally's, or what Bally's used to be. I don't know what it's called now. So
I'll be there later this year. It just ain't gonna be in April.
Yeah.
I gotta
let me see. Super chats. Shout out to Kai says Rihanna house just got shot. What?
I saw that but the woman has already been arrested. But yeah, I saw that.
Yo, we getting this to say.
What is going on?
This world is out of control, bro. I don't know what's up with these people. I seen a girl, that Nancy Guthrie's mother, the lady that got kidnapped, that they ain't even got back in and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Man, it was people that was doing videos and like photo shoots in front of the house of the mother that got kidnapped, bro. Yes, bro. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, these people is out of control, bro.
It's clout chasing. Clout chasing is at the highest level now. Because what do you get out of shooting up Rihanna's house?
Probably some crazy fan. People, how do they find these people addresses, and why she don't have security as big as she is?
She probably do, but I mean, honestly, people ride by people's houses all the time, and then you can't make them leave because it's still like public, a sidewalk, regular streets is still like public, public domain. So you can't stop people from recording. You can't stop people from doing nothing until they actually go on your property.
We might have to make changes to this society, man. Real talk.
It's insane. Bro, in LA, if you go to LA, they've always done a Hollywood tour of famous people's houses that still live in those houses. Like they do tours, bus tours, and this is where such and such live, and this and so on and so forth, or whatever. They make money from that shit.
Nah, man.
You ever see all of those videos of they be like Rick Ross is outside in his backyard in Miami, where they be doing the boat tours and stuff like that, and Ross be back there and stuff like that?
No, I never saw that.
Yeah, man.
I didn't know that.
This shit is out of control, bro.
No, keep my. No,
In Miami, they do the same thing, but you can do it on a boat tour, and they'll take you on the boat tour around to the celebrities' houses in Miami. I did that before.
Yep.
Never.
I'm telling you, bro.
I don't even want to see that shit.
And this has been going on for years, though. So I mean, like even before this shit has always been a thing.
Yeah, I knew the Hollywood joint was like that because they take you on the 2-layered buses and then you take that trip. Like I know they document those. I didn't know they did that with the with boats. That's
This
crazy.
boxing shit, all of this other type of stuff, bro. It's out of control, bro. It's somebody gonna get killed.
Man,
somebody gonna get killed, bro. It ain't gonna be somebody gonna have. I remember they used to do swatting, where you would be online and you would be playing video games and you arguing with somebody and then they'll SWAT. So basically, that's where they would call and say, call and like tell the police something happening at your house or something like that.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, bro. They used to do swatting and shit like that on when you would be playing video games and stuff. Man, these people out of control, bro.
Yeah, now they be getting like people's IP address through the video game and
Yep.
fucking with their funds and doing all kind of weird shit.
It's a group of people that say that they want to make sure that they're monitoring civil liberties. And what they do is they go to businesses, right? And let's say they own a sidewalk. Let's say it's a gym. And they'll go out and they'll record on the sidewalk, and they are able to do that. It don't matter if you call the police or nothing. And they be knowing their laws and they know their constitutional rights, and they record every single person that walks in the door and in the gym and shit. And the people be weirded out, like, why y'all recording me? You don't have permission. And they be like, yes, we do, because we're on a public sidewalk. And they just do it just to troll, like, you know what I'm saying? Yes, bro. Yes. They do it just to like, because they can. Like we've crossed over from, okay, let's just all be reasonable. We all know what you're supposed to, what you're not supposed to. Motherfuckers is out of control, bro.
Yo, this shit getting weird.
It's been weird, bro. It's been weird.
I didn't know they did shit like that. Like,
yep. It's weird as fuck. Shout out to Kais. I appreciate you, bro. She was inside while it happened too. Yeah, bro. It's crazy, man. It is crazy. The animals get their revenge and tribulation. Shout out to Me University. Better films, DreamWorks or Disney? I don't know. I thought they work together. I haven't seen DreamWorks come out with a lot of lately, though. It's hard to compare because Disney.
Disney.
Yeah, you got to go with Disney. They got the Marvel franchise.
Yeah.
Well, they talking about animation.
Oh. Disney used Pixar a lot. Disney used Pixar, so.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, they did.
Somebody in the chat asked you where they can watch Cover at.
Oh shit, I forgot. I don't know. What was it on Tubi?
It might be on Tubi.
Hey, I ain't never really seen a lot of these these DreamWorks movies. Oh, Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, DreamWorks got a lineup, but I don't know, bro. You got to go with Disney, though, bro. Disney got a bigger.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Disney, but it looked like DreamWorks. Oh, Boss Baby. Okay, I never saw that. DreamWorks seemed like they had like a more realistic animation going on.
Yeah.
I think
like Shrek. I think Shrek is dope.
Oh, Shrek is DreamWorks?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Shrek is fire. I don't see it on here though.
I like Shrek.
Yeah, Shrek fire.
Damn, I was gonna ask y'all a question before we went in. Oh, I know what I'm gonna ask y'all. Considering hoppers, before I get into the bride, if y'all had to go into an animal body, like on Hopper, you had to pick an animal. Look at Miss Sanchez. And you gotta pick an animal. What animal would you be?
I'm gonna be a Black Panther.
A lion.
I wouldn't be a lion, Sammy.
I would be a Black Panther.
I love lions.
A sexy, shiny skin Black Panther. Don't play with me.
Sammy, lions live a fucking miserable life, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but they the most respected animal ever.
I don't think so.
Who? What's more respected than a lion?
Me, a panther.
Maybe a
No.
hippo. Maybe a hippo.
Hippos is dangerous as fuck.
Oh yeah, hippo's dangerous.
But you got to get real close to them. Like if you that close, you crazy. What was that man that used to go to Australia? Didn't he get towed down?
No. You talking about
He
he
died,
got
didn't he?
yeah, but it was a starfish. It was I mean not a starfish, electric eel. A eel got to him. The eel got to you talking about
Whoever that Australian man be out there with them
Steve
crazy.
Irwin, yeah. The black mamba's the most dangerous snake in the
Yeah.
world.
I would probably be a dog.
Stingray. Huh?
A dog?
Yeah. And the reason that I say that is because, bro, we've gotten to the point in culture and society today, people treat animals better than they treat humans.
That's a fact. Oh yeah,
People,
stingray.
even if you poor people treat their dogs like kings.
That's a fact. They get them coats and jackets.
Fuck yeah, bro. I might have to honestly, people treat dogs better than they treat humans. Like if you kill an animal, nigga, you going to jail.
Yep.
If you kill a human,
Michael Vick.
Yeah, bro. You
Michael
kill a
Vick
human,
went to
nigga,
jail.
you be out. You kill a dog, nigga, it's up.
Yeah. Michael Vick, the perfect example, man. They weren't playing with his ass. And he ain't actually do the shit. It was just in his name.
Yeah. I like dogs.
Fucking around
I like
dogs.
African wild dogs. I think they're the most successful
yeah.
hunters. They're the most successful hunters in the wild. There's no more successful hunter than an African wild dog, bro.
They are vicious.
They are, bro. They are absolutely vicious. So, all right, let me get into it. So we got to get to the meat and potatoes. I ain't even got it queued up. Look at that. I got stuff caught up.
The bride. Tigers are huge, man.
Yeah, they are.
Them bitches be huge.
They are.
Who do you think winning a Black Panther or a tiger?
Tigers.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
Tigers is the most.
Because who's the fastest?
Tigers is they just monsters.
Cheetah.
Oh, a cheetah. Maybe that's what I was thinking about.
Cheetah super fast.
A lion can't fuck with a tiger, bro.
Cheetahs can only run at top speed for a very limited time. So they gotta watch how they can't just go after they prey right away.
Yeah, tigers. A lion can't fuck with a tiger, bro, at all. Not even a little bit.
I think tigers are bigger too.
They are much bigger. Yeah. They're much bigger.
Tigers are bigger. Siberian tigers might be the biggest. That might be the biggest cat in the world. The Siberian tiger, I think.
It absolutely is.
Yeah.
100%.
That bitch vicious.
It is, bro.
Tigers really be chilling. And then,
it's one that's mixed with like panther and tiger, I think. I forgot what it's called. It's like an exotic. Let me look it up.
A piger.
You talking about
I think it's a
lager.
You talking about a liger?
Yeah.
Hey, look, I got a strain. Hey, listen.
Shout out to Napoleon Dynamite, bro.
Listen to this. Let's go. Hey, this gonna trip y'all out. Bruh, I was like, I don't know what I was doing on the internet, and I had found a tie-on. I had found like they was like, because they was splicing jeans. So I was like, what the fuck is a tie-on? I was on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I just found I found this tie-on, and then it was like, oh, it's a liger. And then I was like, a liger? I'm like, this can't be real. So I just type it in. I'm going crazy looking this shit up. And then I see these videos of these big ass cats. These ones were standing taller than humans. They like 10 feet.
Yeah.
It is outrageous. So I started talking about it at work. And they're like, Derek, you making stuff up again? And I was like, no. I'm like, no, this is real. Like, this is real. There's like, because I used to tell these bad jokes where I just make shit up. So people and people would they'd be like, all right, he just lying again. And I was like, no, I'm serious. So this went on for like months upon months. And people, and I brought in pictures of Ligers, and they did not believe this shit. I had to print them out. I had to print them out. I printed them out, dog. I was printing this shit out. They would not believe it. The instant Napoleon Dynamite came out, the girl that I worked with every day, she was like, I gotta apologize to you. I was like, for what? I went to see Napoleon Dynamite, and they had Ligers in it. I was like, see, I told you.
Yeah. Shout out to Napoleon. That's one of my favorite movies is Napoleon Dynamite, bro.
So maybe I'll be one of them because they got the best of both worlds.
Man,
I might be able to mess some stuff up.
Have you ever seen Napoleon Dynamite, Miss Sanchez?
No.
Oh my God. I don't know if you'll like it though. The humor it's a different type of humor.
Yes.
I always give stuff a try, so I'll put it on my list to try.
Oh, Napoleon Dynamite is one of the most classic movies ever, bro.
That shit was goofy as hell. Yeah, your car is right though. Those animals aren't in nature. They're
in special places.
Yeah,
I looked them up.
They got spliced because they did a lot of illegal shit to get them.
I don't know where I saw, but it was like a petting zoo where you can go and I have to look it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't heard about that. I ain't heard about Ligers in so long. We talking about this almost. Nah, this shit 20 years ago. It's like almost 25 years ago when I was talking. That was my first job. Soon as I got out of high school. Yeah, this is almost like I was talking about this in like 2002. And like people didn't believe me until Napoleon Dynamite came out. So I gotta figure out when Napoleon Dynamite came out. That shit was
Shout out to Yap.
crazy.
Yap says whiteboard humor to the max. Facts. Brother Numb says not my type of humor. Hated it. See, that's what I'm saying. Like either you gonna really, really love it, or you gonna really, really hate it. And I love that shit, bro. That shit was hilarious, man.
Oh, that came out in 2004.
Yeah, it's a cult classic, kind of a classic. Like you gotta really love it, or you're gonna really hate it. All right, let me get to this last movie, The Bride.
Woo-wee.
Should be interesting with the all right, I'm gonna leave it there. I don't know who want to go first.
We moved. I'll go first.
Sunny had dropped off real quick, so
I was upset that Slimmy actually picked this movie when he first sent me the list, and I'm just like, I don't want to see this. But I had to go see it anyway. And when it started off, and she was at dinner, I'm like, oh, she crazy. I think it's about to be good. Wrong. It was another slow, cheesy, drawn out love story. He was so horny. He wanted a dead girl to come back to life so he can. It was just weird. He wanted a companion, y'all. Let me be nice about it. He wanted a companion, so he wanted to bring somebody back to make her the bride. But then when she was about that business, because it was she was freaky too. She was like, maybe we need to go ahead and do this so you can relax. He was scared. And then all the cheesy dance moves and all the men were creeps in there. They grabbing and smacking and touching. And I didn't really care for this movie at all. Like at all. I'm just like, so now y'all just running around the town. I mean, but she was a good actress. She played her part really good. She did make the movie. Frankenstein did not. He was kind of weak, if you ask me. But she played her part. She played the craziness, the little person talking in her head. She'll snap in, snap out. She got crazy parts, ripping people's tongues out their mouth. And while he just sitting in the car, like, you don't see this man trying to touch on my titties? Like, what is happening? And then, the cop part and his love for her. And I don't know. She, to me, made the movie. Nobody else made the movie. I didn't really care for it too much at all. And the ending scene, I knew what the, police officer lady was trying to do. And I know that's going to lead for another part to me. I'm okay. Let me try to think about my rating here. This serious. Because she played her part down to the ground, I'm going to give it a 6. If it wasn't for her acting, baby, this probably would have been a 2.
Look, Slimmy don't like that. I'm gonna just tell you that right now.
I know he don't.
Slimmy is not happy with your assessment, Miss Sanchez. I'm just gonna keep it 100 with you.
Damn, I thought she did incredible. Like she was on point. Like she definitely made the film more than what it was.
Mm-hmm.
But what I will say is like everything that you said was I agree with it. Like this was bad. This was bad. Like I man, I don't know. I don't know why they tried to make this into like a love film the way that they did. It was I don't know why a lot of stuff happened in this film. I'm gonna just be honest. First off, how do she just got the setup, the perfect exact setup that Dr. Frankenstein had? Like, cause she just did the extensive research and then this shit was just like, how? How? It's just so many hows. Like, how do they start dancing in a public place and everybody just wants all these rich people want to just start dancing with them? Like, I didn't understand that. I don't know. It's so much. It makes me wonder if she was actually alive. I don't know if this woman was actually alive. I don't know what was going on in this film. I was so lost. I just didn't understand it. I didn't understand. Like, how do we have 1,000 cops? How do we have 1,000 cops? And just because she got the gun to this one guy, nobody with pinpoint aim just like fires on her. You know what I'm saying? Nobody fires on her, and like the instant that a cop moves, she just shoots him and like out of reaction. It's just like, what? And nobody hits her. Nobody like, well, one person hit her, but it's just like none of this shit made sense. Why are they all dancing in this room? And like, I was so lost. I understood Frankenstein. I understood his fascination with the movies. I get it. And him quoting the movies all throughout the movie. Him like I get all that, but that could not save this from being all over the place. I think that's kind of like I guess that's the point of it. To just be all over the place. And like this crazy ass feminist agenda that was just placed throughout it. And this simp ass Frankenstein shit, man. I can't believe they made Frankenstein be like this simp. Like, I don't know what the fuck I was watching, man. And I like Frankenstein, and it's just like, why did y'all make this shit? Like, I just didn't understand. Like, it was something else that I was watching. I think it was Frankenstein on Netflix. Was it Frankenstein on Netflix? I was just watching. And it's the exact same thing. It was the exact same thing. They just told it from the bride's point of view, and they put Christian Bale in it. I can't accept this, man. This is bullshit. Burn that shit, man. Don't make no sequel. I knew when I picked this shit, I was like, damn, man, this gonna be a toss-up. It's either gonna be really good or it's gonna be horrible. And it was indeed horrible. I can't get this no more than a 4. And I don't know, man. I felt like she was acting. I felt like she was incredible. But the premise of the movie of Frankenstein wanting love, and then that shit turning into Thelma and Louise, and all type of what's the one the real notorious couple, criminal couple. I can't think of the criminal couple that. Yeah, I'm cool, man. Nah, you can't sell me on this, man. I'm sorry. I guess AD must have loved it, man. I don't.
I didn't even say nothing.
I don't. Bonnie and Clyde. Thank you, y'all. Thank you.
I didn't
Bonnie
say
and
nothing.
Clyde.
You and Miss Sanchez have been on the same page the whole time. I didn't say nothing. I'm letting y'all get y'all shit off.
Your time to shine, big dog. Your time to shine.
I understand that a lot of people didn't care for this film. I'm gonna give it a 7.5.
I beg your pardon?
It's the Vegas weather out there. Got them.
No.
Blink twice.
Right. Are you okay?
Blink twice.
I'm gonna give it a 7.5. Genuinely.
Wow.
When it first cut on, I was confused. But then by the time it ended, the beginning made sense. They brought it all back around. All right, let me give you let me get comfortable. Because now we gotta have a conversation. It was a thriller love story, but it told it through the lens to where it could actually give you some historical significance. Right? So I'll give you an example, right? One of the things that it addressed is our cultural norms, but it kind of addressed it from the perspective of how men, even though I may not necessarily care about how we push feminism, it addressed how we got to the point to where things became so extreme through how women were viewed and looked at, right? So, for example, the whole scene in the beginning was based off of, and it brought it back in the middle of the film where he killed the police officer and it showed all of the tongues that was up there, right? It was showing you that they were abusing and using women. And the minute that they got tired of them, even the women that were undercover and stuff like that, they would kill them and cut their tongues out. That's the reason why she died in the first place. Who she became or what she was almost like the evolution or the amalgamation of what women had been dealing with, and her even becoming the bride. The reason why she was the main character and it wasn't Christian Bale is because the women were supposed to be the star. So I'll bring it back, right? Remember when they went into the weird club and he wound up having to kill those guys, but they were walking away? The whole film wasn't necessarily about the action, but the action played second. It was like it played second fiddle to the message, right? A lot of it was hidden messaging all throughout the movie. And that's the thing that I love about movies. I like Easter eggs. I like hidden messaging. I'm trying to figure out what are they trying to communicate versus what are they entertaining us with. The guys that was dancing with her in the club, eventually they got too handsy to the point to where they even was trying to bully him outside of the club, which he wind up killing them, right? But that is the thing that turned women into the thing that they are today, to where we push so hard for feminism because we overcorrected. Even when it came to, like, the theme is all throughout the movie. The detective, right? I think her name is Penelope Cruz. The detective didn't even get her nod until the other guy insisted that he gives her his detective badge. And all throughout the movie, she was the one that was actually discovering all of the clues and solving for the crime and knowing exactly what was going on, even though she wasn't getting the credit. And even at the end, they wasn't listening to her when they were shooting, right? All of that stuff, that was afterwards. All of the credit that she got was afterwards. And that's the reason why she had a soft heart for what was going on in it. She had already solved for everything that was happening way before it ever happened. She knew where they was going to show up. She knew exactly what his fascination was. Even when she was watching them at the drive-in, she was just looking to understand what was going on and why they felt the way that they were, who they were, what they was trying to become, right? So the whole film is not necessarily about Frankenstein, so to speak, but I liked a lot of the stuff that was happening. I like how they showed how he crushed his soul. I like the fact that the symbolism that came along with her biting out the police officer's tongue. All of it was rooted in misogyny and feminism. Now, again, I may not necessarily agree with the messaging, but I like how they crafted the film to actually speak to a lot of our cultural norms and how we got here. I like the acting. You know what I'm saying? I like the fact that he said that he was looking for companionship. I like the fact that he actually identified himself with, I think his name is Jake Gyllenhaal, right?
Yep.
With Jake Gyllenhaal, and that he had a shorter leg, but Jake Gyllenhaal was more or less, he even dismissed him because he had found a level of fame, right? I liked all of that. I like the fact that it was a lot easier for you to get away back then because we didn't have the technology that we had today, right? You couldn't really kill them because they were already dead.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot of symbolism in it that is interesting to me, and that I wasn't just looking at it on a surface level from an entertainment perspective. I was looking at it like, damn, that's because I was thinking back to the beginning of the film when I seen all of the women's tongues and the mob bosses, background, and they never really did nothing to him. They never got to the mob boss at all. And if you when we were trying to figure out what was happening, when you process all the way through the film and then you circle back mentally to what happened in the beginning of the film, that's why they killed her. It seemed like she was crazy. She wasn't crazy. She was really calling out the bullshit that was happening to all of the women that led up to her getting killed. She didn't get killed because she was crazy. She got killed because she started calling out the mob boss and knew too much.
Mm-hmm.
Then made her Frankenstein's bride.
But it seemed like she knew that stuff because she was whatever she was going through when she had that outer body experience. That's what triggered it. Because she didn't actually, I don't think she actually knew that stuff for real. Like, something happened, but they never explained what happened to her.
Remember when the detective, when he seen her and they was dancing and they locked eyes, and then eventually Penelope Cruz was like, did you know her or whatever, and all of this stuff? No, he explained that a lot of the women were actually there to get the mob boss guy. So it wasn't just the outer body experience. It's the fact that they had became so deep that the outer body experience kind of became who they were because of the environment that you live in. It's almost like when you go undercover and you become in 2D, right?
Right.
You become the personification of what you chasing. But that same thing is a thing that then, you have to become what it is in order to solve for the crime.
So she was a plant.
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
I'm talking about in human form, not as the bride. In human form, she was a plant.
They explained that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was the plant.
Remember when the police officer was talking to the lady and he was like, I used her for this, and they got in too deep?
Yep. When he was explaining it to...
But no. See, I get that. I'm talking about that first...
At the beginning.
The first scene.
I don't know. Wait, maybe
it was the very first scene when they was in the restaurant.
In the restaurant. Okay, yeah. She had that outer body experience, and she was talking to the voice, and the voice was letting her know everything that was going on, and she started talking about the dude, and he was sitting right there. How did she got that information from the detective?
No, that part.
No. Wait. You said when she was talking. No, she already knew the information. She just became a monster. She was already in. She was there in the club. She was dealing with those guys because she was undercover.
Maybe that was somebody, like a personality she had to make because she was undercover dealing with them, Slimmy. That's the only thing I can think of.
No, she was possessed. She was possessed.
I feel like she
was possessed. That's what the voice was that kept coming to her.
That's what but you know how in some of those movies where you have a split personality and it's telling you, go kill them. Like, I feel like she was in the middle of that so deep and saw all this stuff that in order for her to not be affected, this other personality came and told her what to do. Like, he messed up, go ahead and knock him out, or whatever the case. That's how I took it.
Yeah, she was definitely possessed, but that's what made her a monster.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, Slimmy. Listen,
that's the part that I was just like, y'all just throwing this shit together.
No, it all connected. It's one of those movies that if you was to watch it a second time, honestly, it's one of those movies that if you was to watch it a second time, like, oh shit, I never really caught that the first time. Oh man, that's why that happened. Everything made sense. It's just that it kind of, it kind of played in order, but in reverse of how we were supposed to discover how things were supposed, why she became a monster.
But no, I'm trying to figure out the possession part. Like that's where I'm lost. How did she just get possessed?
I don't know how she just became possessed. I mean, that's the story of Frankenstein, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like they were made into monsters, but what made her compatible with him being the bride, I think that her becoming a monster was more than just her being raised from the dead. Is the fact that she was also possessed. The monster part is, and again, I could be off. This is my assessment of the movie. The monster part is not them being raised from the dead. I think
she turned into a monster because of what she endured and what she saw going on.
No, I almost think that. Give me a little bit of rope here. I think that what they were trying to communicate was the real monsters was the ones that was living on Earth that we identified as being alive.
All the people that was doing the harassing and all the unnecessary shit to the women.
Correct.
And she turned into a monster
in order to be able to deal with
it.
Correct.
To combat it. It's like Batman.
Correct. I'm telling you, bro. I took it in differently than I think that people that was watching it in the theater was looking at it.
I agree. You definitely saw something that I ain't see.
She became again the personification of who truly people really were under the surface.
I get all that, but it still just was like, it was still a mashup. It was just like, what? Come on, man.
It wasn't, Slim. It wasn't. It wasn't.
I'm gonna have to see it again there, because I was just like, yo, what the fuck is going on here? I still like it, but nobody will be able to explain the dance scene.
What do you mean? Yeah, you can.
How?
She was dancing amongst people that were just like her. She just no. I'm telling you, Slimmy, listen, bro. It's similar to what the situation where they were in the club, right? Nobody looked at them as weird because all of those people were truly living like who they were.
No, not the club.
I know. I'm using that to illustrate a point where they eventually went into the place and they grabbed the drinks and all of that stuff, and it was dancing in front of the police and all of that shit.
Yeah.
No,
how do they start doing a dance?
Those people were monsters too. Those people were monsters.
I don't know, man. Because I know she was saying Jake Gyllenhaal did a whole bunch of stuff. She was alluding to him doing a whole bunch of weird shit. You know what I'm saying? To the girls.
Yeah. But it wasn't just him. It was all of them. It was the police. Everybody in there. Remember when she started pointing the gun and she was like, and you. She seen them for who they really were.
But how did she know this shit?
Because she was the monster.
She was undercover. Remember, she was undercover.
And she seen all of this stuff. Look, when the detective came in there and he froze and he freaked out. The thing that she was alluding to, and this is the character development part, stuff that had already happened in the past before she got killed. She had seen all of this. She knew who those people were. She knew of women that had got killed as a result of it. All of those tongues that had been cut out.
Those was the girls.
Yeah.
Because they wanted to get out, and he wouldn't, and the dude wouldn't let them out. He wouldn't let them out to life.
All of those people,
they got him. They got him.
In the end, all of those people were shooting so many shots, and they wanted to make sure that she was dead. Because a lot of those people were probably
because they was implicated. They would have been implicated.
Correct.
Yeah, okay. So now that aspect of it slipped me. I still don't understand that dance scene, though, man. I'm not gonna never understand that. I don't think I'm gonna.
I
I
got
don't
you.
think I'm gonna catch that.
I just think that the movie was better than we giving it credit for. It was a much more interesting movie, bro. And let me tell you what else. What really made me like it a lot more is that even though Christian Bale, they made sure that they highlighted and pushed her to be the
Yeah,
star.
yeah.
He wasn't he purposely, in my opinion, um wanted to make sure it seemed like the directors or whoever wrote the movie and plus him, he purposely wanted to make her the star instead of him being a star.
Yeah, they definitely had him take a back seat. Because most of the time he was just sitting there smiling and grunting.
Yeah, I liked it. Honestly, I liked it. I think that it was a different take. Um, I think it was. I think that this is one of those movies that's going to grow over time to actually be looked at as as a good film versus the initial reception of it.
I wonder what it got on IMDb.
I don't know. I never. You muted Miss Sanchez. Oh, you muted on purpose. I got you. I got you. I don't know. I try not to look at anything. I didn't even look at the trailer for it. Like I seen it popping up on my TikTok. I had seen some dumb shit of them all screaming together in order to release the inner monster or some shit like that. I was like, man, I just would keep scrolling up because I didn't want to see nothing. But I liked it. I think it's gonna be one of them film study type of movies. And I don't think that they got everything right. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that there's no 10 and no shit like that. But I think that it was a really interesting movie, bro. It was a lot of Easter eggs in there and a lot of, coming back to it.
I'm trying to see the
I think the
reviews.
purpose of it in the beginning was to make it confusing.
Oh yeah, people giving it a 6 out of 10. People giving it a 6 out of 10.
I liked it. I liked it, bro. And maybe it was because there was a time that I went and it was late and I don't know.
I might try it again, man. But I'm gonna stick with the 4 because it was
better than the 4, Slim.
It was all over the place.
It was better than the 4, bro. I liked how they would take all their clothes off and go into the fountains in order to get the coins.
Oh yeah.
I even liked it down to how they ran like idiots. You know what I'm saying? It was running weird. I liked all of that. I liked the dialogue between them as far as him explaining to her how he's seen her as a bride as the movie continued to go on. I don't know, bro. I just liked it. I liked it. It was pretty dope.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
I don't think you can really. How do you bring back a Frankenstein franchise?
No, you can't do Frankenstein. No, you can't. I think this was the best way to go about it. But I think I'll see it again, man. I'll see it again, but my initial, this shit was, I don't know. I guess it's just the dance scene. I just did not understand. I'm like, what are we doing here? It's like, what are we doing here?
I liked it.
That's why I haven't seen Joker 2 because they said it was a musical.
I haven't seen it either.
I
don't think that this wasn't a musical though.
No, but no, it wasn't a musical, but it was just like they was.
Bless you, Miss Francis.
Thank you.
They was trying to.
I think y'all being too harsh.
It's pushing the envelope with this one.
I think y'all being too harsh.
You can't get in my mind, Anton. You can't get in here. You can't change it.
I mean, in my opinion, it was an artsy fartsy movie. It was an artsy movie with gory, um, and I like artsy movies because I think that like one of my favorite movies is I think his name is it's called something back to Paris, something with Paris. What is it called? Damn. But the guy with the
Man.
broke nose,
Owen Wilson?
Owen Wilson, something Paris. Let me see. Midnight in Paris. It's one of my favorite films. It's Midnight in Paris.
I don't know if I've seen that.
Very artsy fartsy movie.
I haven't.
Midnight in Paris. So
I didn't hit.
yeah, I liked it. It's dope. It's really, really dope. So yeah, it's an artsy movie in my opinion. Throw in a little bit of gore.
Oh, it's Woody Allen made that.
Yeah, he did. Yep. So I haven't seen the Joker one, but
I wouldn't see it. Didn't want to see it because after the last one, it was just too depressing for me. It wasn't the Joker I was expecting. Not the last one, but the one before that. It was just not the Joker I was expecting. He was depressed. It was just too deep.
Man, that shit had me in tears.
Oh, you was crying?
No,
Or
I
you
was laughing. Man, when they had him on that late night show, I was fucking weak.
Yeah.
This dude told them weak ass jokes and smoked that dude on national TV.
Yeah.
Oh, I was in tears.
That was kind of artsy, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it was. It was. They had him like walking down the stairs, and
that was really artsy.
All those colors. Even it was a lot of colors. Even though it looked dead.
Yeah,
like, it was weird how they shot that. That was dope. That was a real good one.
I kind of anticipated that y'all wouldn't like
The Bride.
Yeah,
I tried, man. I was just like, damn.
I anticipated that y'all wouldn't care for it.
I was surprised Miss Sanchez didn't like it.
Really? I knew she wasn't gonna like it. I knew she wasn't gonna like that.
I thought she was gonna enjoy like the loving aspect of it. Him and this, she thought he was a perv.
The lady kept asking her. She was like, "So you want to find somebody basically that you can bone? You want me to dig up somebody so you can?"
It was so she could be a monster like him, so she wouldn't be judging him.
Yeah.
But the questions that the doctor was asking.
Yeah, the doctor made him out to be. The doctor made him out to be a pervert, but he had just told her he had messed with a hooker the night before.
That's what I'm saying. And then was scared when she was trying to break him off. But got mad when she found the police out, you know him, and start calling her by her real name. He was all jealous, like she didn't have a past or something. Like, come on. He got a great attitude.
What's that
they
comment?
Want some Sanchez. They want some Sanchez.
Thank you.
They want some Sanchez. So I don't know. I think another reason why I tend to like these type of movies or something is again because I just like different stuff. I like the fact that they made an effort to do something unique instead of just instead of going with the same old. You know what I'm saying?
No, I do like how it was a spin. Now I do appreciate it wasn't. I mean, we know about the Bride of Frankenstein, but this was just like they didn't try and modernize it, but it was an updated version. I still think they should have did something else.
And I think I'm also a fan. I liked a lot more than that. I didn't even say all of the stuff that I liked about the movie. I'm always gonna give an extra point to them being era specific and to being accurate with an era. I think it takes a lot more effort to make a movie that is not just modern and you can just grab the cars from today, or you can grab, you know what I'm saying, you just shoot in the city. It takes a lot of effort to be able to make a movie, to have the cars, the movie theaters, the, you know, framing it like in New York and all of that stuff. I think that's a lot of work.
It is.
I love era specific movies, bro. That's like that is so dope to throw a movie back and to create something, you know what I'm saying, in those eras. So I
I want to
always,
throw a party that's like a Renaissance party, man. Like reminiscent of the Harlem Renaissance. That should be so fire.
yeah. Yep. Like they had messed up in American Gangster.
You said what?
They had messed up in American Gangster. I've seen plenty of modern stuff in American Gangster in the background.
Really?
Absolutely.
Damn, I'll have to go back and watch it.
Yep. When they had pulled them over, when the special cops had pulled them over, and if you look in the background, they had all kind of modern shit back there.
Oh, they ain't used no set. They was right there in the city.
Yeah. Let me see. Background. American Gangster cops.
Faces, you better leave me alone. I will find you. You heard what Anton said Friday.
Is that the cops?
Yeah, they messed up on a lot of stuff.
What the hell?
What the hell, Leonte?
Oh yeah, but their president's made for a great costume. Hell yeah. I didn't even realize they did that shit in I was just fine, just go.
Like I'll show you this right now. I'll show you this right here. I had discovered this, and I had rewound it and actually seen it. Let me see. Right, so you see all of this in American Gangster. The fuck is this bus back here for?
Wait, the bus.
You see the bus, the passenger bus in the background?
The white bus?
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. It's an SUV. It's a bus back there. It's a lot of stuff in this movie that's fucked up.
Oh yeah, that's going down a regular street.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff that's messed up. A whole lot of stuff in this movie that's messed up, bro. I'm telling you. It's a lot of stuff. A lot, bro.
That is a regular modern bus, though.
You'd be surprised. Look at this shit. I'm gonna show you something else. Look, watch this. The fuck is that?
Those trucks?
Yeah. Look.
Yo!
I'm telling you, Slimmy.
Yeah, they can't get away with that. That's wrong.
What the fuck is all that?
Yeah, that joint too.
Man, I be catching that shit, bro.
That was all regular traffic. Yo, that is bad.
But see,
that's really bad.
I'm telling you, Slimmy, I'll be paying attention. I'll be paying attention to stuff that people don't pay attention to. So when I'm looking through my lens, when I'm looking at a movie, I'm looking at the background, I'm looking at the cars. I'm like, damn, that shit is dope. Man, I'm looking at American Gangster. What the fuck is that?
They have modern day traffic, man. That is crazy.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
oh my
so
Lord,
now when I'm looking at a movie, I'm looking at it through the lens of that, and I'm like, I'm looking for it. You know what I'm saying? Because I caught too much all of a sudden. What is these modern cars driving down the street in the background?
Oh my God, man.
So that's what I'm saying. Like the way I see films might be a little bit different than how everybody else is seeing films, bro.
Yo, that's top tier fuck up right there.
I'm telling you, I be seeing this.
They were supposed to edit that shit out, man.
Hold on.
They were supposed to edit that shit out.
What the fuck is that? What's going on here, buddy?
Regular traffic.
Is that a Challenger right there?
That's a Honda Civic.
What's this?
Oh, that dude looks like a Challenger. Look, dude on a bike. Yeah, they fucked up. Ooh, they were.
What is that?
Ooh.
What is that? I'm telling you, bro, they be messing up.
Oh
bro,
my God.
All the time, bro.
Boy, that editor.
Time, bro.
Ooh, that editor slipped.
So
he was trying to hurry up. They was on his ass. They was like, "Hey man, we need that clip from you ASAP." He was like, "Shit, I'm trying to hurry." I said, "Fuck it, man. I ain't gonna worry about no traffic this time. it take too long to edit all." Oh man. Oh, that was a Kia.
Yep. So when I see stuff when I was watching the Brad, I was looking at that. I was looking for everything, bro. They got it all right. As far
they did get that right.
First pass. You know, because you don't really until I get it at home and I actually can look at it a little bit.
You can slow it down.
First pass, they got it all right for the most part.
Yeah, the editor definitely didn't get paid for that. Yeah, man. Whoever saw that, they was pissed.
I don't know if anybody else caught that.
That shit till they put it out
on the screen. That's what I caught.
It's going away though. Don't
worry.
That's what I caught.
It's going away though.
It's gone.
Right. Miss Sanchez, I know you got to drop off. I know you said you had to go take care of some stuff. So
yeah,
we about to wrap it up anyway. So you can drop off, Miss Sanchez.
I can wait a little bit longer. I wait a little bit longer.
Said Anton, what's the plan for the Millionaire Morning Show in the morning? I'm streaming in the morning, and then I'm gonna go and catch my flight.
What's the plan for the meetup? I'm trying to find me a dress.
I'm working on it, honestly.
Oh wait, you got a date and stuff?
No, I do. I got a proposed date, but
okay.
I ain't gonna say it yet. So, is
it in the summer or the spring?
I was thinking like spring going into summer, but you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I dig it. I got a question for y'all. So we got a little bit of a conundrum.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Because it's only 2 movies coming out this week.
What are they?
Undertone, and I forgot the name of the other one.
What's the name of it? Undertone?
Undertone, yeah. It's like I don't know about that. It's just a horror. It's supposed to be a horror movie about her talking on the phone and listening to old tapes.
Listen, bad movies is just as good as good movies when you're reviewing them because you get to talk about how bad a movie is.
Oh, for sure. Well, the thing is, since those aren't going to be in theaters long though, so I don't know how long they're going to be in theaters, but I was thinking we could do a conceptual movie week where we talk about Inception, Tenet, and Minority Report.
Oh no, I think I'm gonna be sick.
You know, Miss Sanchez gonna go. She
gonna be your neck. I think I'm gonna be sick. Matter of fact, I think it's my week to pick. It's my week to pick.
Yeah, you pick like 3 weeks in a row.
You are telling us why you just said last week that we did Scream because I was left out the week before. Why can't we do like Eddie Murphy? Why can't we do Eddie Murphy movies or Chris Rock movies?
Chris Rock don't got no. I don't think Chris Rock.
I'm talking about old movies like how we did with whoever we just did.
Do y'all really want to go down memory lane again?
I'll vote for what's the other movie coming out in the theater?
It was Undertone and hold on.
I like scary movies. Can't be
Yeah,
no.
it's a horror movie for sure.
Then that woman with the box. I forgot what it was that we watched.
I know what you're
saying.
Oh yeah. And they didn't. Man, nothing ever happened in that shit.
Yeah, can't be no worse than that now.
Yeah, that was.
What's the name of the new one?
That's tough.
There's 2 new ones coming out.
Yeah, Undertone and hold on. Damn, I gotta go to a day. Cause it's coming soon, but it ain't showing me the actual times. Hold on, I got you. I hate when it does this. Just show me the day. All right, there we go. Friday. All right. Look at this. All right, there we go. Yeah, Undertone is slanted. Slanted is where this Asian lady, she becomes white.
I don't know. Reminders of Him might be good too, Slim.
Reminders of Him?
Yeah, I think she gets
Oh, that's the movie
drunk.
about the chick.
Yeah, she gets drunk and kills her baby
Yeah.
daddy or something like that, and they take her kid and she's trying to fight. That might be, I don't know.
But so you want to do all 3 movies in the theater?
No.
Yeah. No, it don't come out till Friday.
Oh.
But then the following week you got Ready or Not 2, and then you got Project Hail
Mary coming out.
Yeah, that's on the 20th or the 19th or something like that. It ain't this week though. Yeah, that don't come out till. Yeah, that ain't out. That ain't out on the Cause this week gonna be the Thursday the 12th. Reminders of Him, Undertone, Slanted. That's it.
What about Red Riding? Is that coming out soon?
Red Riding?
Yeah.
I don't see that.
See that.
No, I don't see that at all in the I see Hunger Games. I don't see that in advance tickets.
Let me see something. Hold on, let me look.
Because I know Mario come out April 1st or something like that. So we got a while for Mario. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna stop using Cinemark.
Let me see. Matter of fact,
I'm about to send you this one to look. I don't know if it's streaming or hold on, send it to you. It's called The Gates, if you want to look at that one.
The who?
The Gate?
The Gates.
It's a horror movie?
I think so. Hold on, I'm sending it to you. Why is it an echo? Is that me?
Let me see something. Slanted, Undertone, and Reminders of Him. Yep, you're pretty much right.
Yeah.
So you gotta pick between those, really.
Oh, it says 3 friends on a road trip. It turns to a terrifying. Basically, they're witnesses in a murder in this gated community that they're trapped inside. Looks sound good to me. I just sent y'all the trailer.
What's the name of it?
The Gates.
I don't see it near me though. I don't see
it in the theater. This is streaming, I believe.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, for the third one, if we don't,
All right, well, y'all got to pick 2 movies that's coming out in theaters, I guess, and then I don't know which. I mean, it's up to y'all. Y'all are the movie pickers, so y'all got to pick 2 in the theaters, and then I'm sure y'all gonna pick one that's streaming.
Yeah, Undertone. So I guess Undertone and I don't know, I guess Slanted.
That's
and
cool.
The Gates. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I know y'all don't want to do all 3 in the theater. I know y'all want to do that.
Find time. I'll be fighting for my. Let me not say that because Anton finds time for everything, but I'll be fighting for my life.
What is the viewer saying, Yakar?
What they saying?
Undertone. I see one to say Undertone.
Point for point.
They be leaving comments too, like, I wish y'all would review this.
Yeah, it usually be like way more comments. Let's see.
More people watch when y'all theme the show. New releases make people not want to watch because of the spoilers. I did the research for a growth strategy. So they want us to theme it, right? They want us to like pick a show or pick a series or pick a theme or something like that.
I
Wow.
think because we review it the week that it comes out, and everybody don't have time like we do to go see 2 movies the week it comes. It would make more sense like if we watched it and then gave them a week to go watch it. You know what I'm saying? So that might be the issue. I don't know.
Well, the only thing is some of the, like I said, the reason why some of these like a lot of movies that we were supposed to watch, we didn't even go see them because they not staying in theaters long. So Undertone, it ain't gonna be out in theaters for 3 weeks.
So maybe this is what they saying, right? Maybe they looking at it like the bigger movies, like when we do Avatars or those type of movies.
Wait a week. So wait a week to do Hail Mary.
No, so like when the bigger movies come out or the more recognizable movies, look at those or review those, but in between that, then theme it and kind of look at it like that.
Yeah. Shit, that's kind of what we was doing for real. Cause it was a point where it wasn't no good movies coming. It wasn't. I went and saw some of them movies, man. Them ones wasn't like.
We just said do mobster movies next.
That's cool. Cause Miss Sanchez, you didn't see Goodfellas, right?
Yeah, I saw Goodfellas. Long time ago.
Wait, what was we talking about? And you said you didn't see it yet. You hadn't seen it.
It was. I don't remember.
Let me ask the chat. What theme? So let's do a theme next week. Let's switch it. What theme do y'all want to see next week?
Drop a poll.
Well, I don't even know what to ask them.
Don't even worry about it, chat. I know y'all want to see Pretty Women. I know it. Don't even worry.
For the first time, I almost went off camera on here. Hell no.
Yes, sir.
We don't want to see Julia Roberts. No.
They said hood movies.
So what, like New Jack City, Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society?
You could do Menace.
Yeah, Menace.
You could do Menace, Boys.
New Jersey Drive.
I've never seen that one.
You never saw New Jersey Drive?
I don't even think I heard of it.
When you go to the hood.
They said Tupac movies. Somebody said Tupac movies.
Oh yeah, that'd be Sunset Park.
Oh, Slim, what did we talk about?
Not Tupac movie.
We talked about.
You would have to go with Juice, Poetic Justice, and Above the Rim, bro, or something.
Above the Rim, not Sunset Park. Yeah, Above the Rim.
Yeah, we talked about doing like boxer movies. Like who do we say? Mike Tyson had movies. Who was it? George.
George Foreman.
George
Foreman.
We talking about doing him, like about their story. We had talked about that too.
I think we should do Juice, Poetic Justice, and Above the Rim.
Oh, for Tupac.
Tupac week?
Yep.
Tupac week. Wait, Juice. Oh yeah, that's Juice. Yeah, that's cool. Tupac week. Juice, Above the Rim, and
Poetic Justice.
Poetic Justice.
For Miss Sanchez.
Let me get my braids back. You know, people tell me all the time that I look like Regina King, and I don't see it. Like Strangers.
No, I think you.
And I'm like, how?
I think you look like you.
What's the one?
They said gang related.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Y'all want to do gang related?
No, I was just thinking of trying to figure it out. No, that
I think
ain't
we should
do.
Okay,
it feels good.
I think we should do those 3.
Yeah, Juice.
Okay, I'm leaving.
Juice, Poetic Justice, and Above the Rim.
Yeah. All right, Miss Sanchez.
I'm gonna talk to you, but yeah, I'll see y'all Tuesday.
Right.
Bye.
Adios. Yeah, I
So what
got
you think about
juice.
that,
I got
Juice?
enough to go around. Oh hell yeah, that's gonna be fire. Woo-wee. I haven't seen Juice in forever, man. We gonna see so much shit in there. We gonna be like, oh, why they do that?
I think we pick those and then we rank them. Like,
Oh yeah.
not even
Oh
rate them, but
yeah.
rank them. Like which
Yeah.
one which.
Hell yeah,
I
I
already
like
got
that idea.
I got a theory of which one I think is the best one.
That's gonna be so fucking fire. Woo-wee. And you could do some random polls like throughout the week.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can you I don't know if you could put polls up
I don't
on
think so. Yeah, I could put them in the community tab.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, that'd be fire.
Community tab. So
Oh man. I got juice. I got enough to go around. That's my shit. Woo-wee. Yeah, this is gonna be a good week.
yeah.
I ain't gotta go
Yeah.
nowhere. Shit, I might watch Juice tonight.
Yeah, I might watch it tonight too.
For
I think I
real.
might watch one on the plane tomorrow too.
Oh yeah, you good to go. Yeah. Oh.
Juice is actually free on YouTube.
Oh wow.
Yeah, YouTube play it for free.
Shit, I definitely ain't gonna pay for it.
I don't know.
Not what
YouTube
I
be
got.
having free movies all the time. I don't know what else is on YouTube, but I know Juice is on YouTube.
Yeah, they do have some a bunch of movies that are on there, man. And they
Yeah,
just
that's why I
randomly
think that's
pop
why I
up.
watched The Wood. That's why I watched The Wood, I think. It's
Damn,
not with ads if you got premium. I got premium, so it ain't got no ads on premium.
Yeah, I ain't had no ads when I see those movies pop up. Yeah. I had to get out of that shit, man. That shit was like popping up like during mid debates when I was listening to people's stuff. That shit used to be terrible. Oh man, that's gonna be a great week.
Shout out to
Ooh-wee.
Deshaun says, "Hey guys, I started watching some old movies from different elements. In today's film, that's always pushing weird messages. I just finished watching The Boys in the Hood, Predator, and enjoyed it. Any recommendations? I don't know what you haven't seen. I mean, it's so much to watch.
Oh man, it's a lot to watch, man.
1,000
Oh
different videos.
man.
Seriously.
Yeah, man. You could, man, like if you throwing it
You
back.
should watch the whole Predator series. Like, go
Yeah,
watch
man.
Prometheus. Go watch Aliens. Go watch Aliens versus Predator.
Or
I
you
think
could
just watch the whole thing.
Or you could watch, or what I did, I watched I just recently watched all the Alien films.
Did you?
Yep. Alien Romulus. And I remember you saying Prometheus. You said watch that. Yeah, all those joints, the way they tie in, it was pretty good, man. I ain't gonna lie. That shit was dope. I can't count.
Yeah, just pick a series of stuff and just go watch them all, bro.
Yeah. Oh man.
Neymar on there says, Miss Sanchez, check out Superbad and Due Day ASAP. Yeah, the Superbad.
Superbad is classic, man.
Napoleon was serious about his pocket tots. Yeah, dog. When they kicked that nigga's pockets, when they kicked that nigga tots, dog, I was on the flow, bro. Shout out to Mr. Mojo. Winter Fresh Max says, Slimmy, AD, give me some of your tots. AD to Slimmy, no, go find your own. Slimmy kicks AD's pockets. Classic legendary movie. Talking about Lamar on air says a lot of movies have continuation errors.
Facts. Star Wars.
We probably should watch pick a time to watch the old Fast and Furious stuff, bro.
Aye. Yeah, we could. I mean, is they about to come out with a new one too, aren't they?
I think so.
Yeah, they about to come out with like a whole nother one.
Lamar says season 1, episode 1 of Raising Cain showed the exterior of Harper Hospital in Detroit. Huge continuation era. A lot of movies you can catch boom mics and all. Yeah.
Damn.
Spacer says high recommendation. Prisoners with Hugh Jackman. I ain't seen that one.
No, I don't think I saw that either. Wait a minute. No, I didn't see that.
No, if I did Fast and Furious chat, I would do 1, 2, and
Tokyo Drift.
I gotta put the Tokyo Drift in there.
Tokyo Drift. Woo.
Probably somewhere in 1 through 4. I don't fuck with after that, but I fuck with the beginning ones.
Yeah, I like Tokyo Drift. The first one was cool. I don't care for none of them other ones, man. Especially that Save the World shit, man. Hell no.
Yeah, I love Top Tub Time Machine. That was dope.
Oh yeah, that was kind of funny. That was wild.
4 through 7 was not the best. I disagree.
Huh?
I disagree. Fast and Furious 4 through 7 was not the best.
No, 4 through 7 is absolute garbage.
Yeah.
Like, and then they got the one with the Rock, Idris Elba, and Jason Statham spinoff.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
Yeah. I love the Butterfly Effect. Shout out to you. Butterfly Effect was a good movie. Tony Esquire says, check out the trailer for War Machine. It was a good Netflix movie featuring a guy from the Reacher series. Miss Sanchez says, love you guys.
Miss Sanchez.
Quentin says, get fuel now.
Oh, what's going on? Uh-oh.
I'm not doing nothing different. I'm going to keep doing exactly what I've been doing. I don't really care. So, all right. Any other thoughts, Slimmy?
Man, I'm going to try and
I got to knock out three more videos.
What?
Said I got to knock out 3 more videos before I go to bed. So.
Damn. What did happen?
No, nothing. It's just normal work. I got to catch a flight tomorrow. So.
Okay. So you got to. Got you.
Ain't nothing new.
Man, you got that system laid out, man.
Yeah.
Juice Above the Rim and what was it? Juice Above the Rim. Poetic Justice. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm making a flyer right now.
Yep.
Yes, Tupac week.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna do 6 streams on the Millionaire Morning Show next week.
6? You gonna do 6 days?
Yeah.
Woo.
Because I was supposed to do a makeup
up
stream. Yeah, I was supposed to do a makeup stream this weekend, but Leslie's competition, a bunch of shit that was going on. So.
How'd she do?
She did well. She did really, really good.
That's what's up, man. Good to know.
It ain't even about the competition as much as just getting her life experience, using this as an excuse to take her around the world, different stuff like that. So,
shit, that's what matter.
Yeah,
that's what matter. At least it's able to be possible, man. These is times you can't. Woo. You gotta enjoy that.
Yeah.
Live it up.
Yep. I got you, Spaces. I ain't forget. And I'm doing a stock club this week when I get back in town. That's true. Yep. But I got to get back in town though. I'm taking a flight tomorrow. We're getting there.
Yeah, safe travels, bro.
Let me make sure I'm checked in.
Damn planes, man. Shit.
Somebody don't like airplanes.
Hell no, man. And they got all that weird shit going on, man. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm checking.
Too much. That's dope. Do that shit on the damn phone. Walk straight through.
Yeah.
Hell
yeah. I'm checked in. So.
That's a win, man. Safe travels, bro. That's
all right, I appreciate it. Listen, chat, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We out. I'm going to see y'all in the morning. Peace.
Adios.